installing this bad boy. I don't know if you can see that or where it's coming on the camera, but this is the P600. This will make 450 plus on pump gas and over 500 on an ethanol blend. As it sits right now, factory fuel system, I'll make just over 4 on pump. So let's get this thing in. I'm gonna break the whole car down, undo the radiator hose, do a whole coolant flush, disconnect the turbo, and swap everything over, new gaskets, etc. So there's the factory turbo right there with the downpipe. So I already unplugged the MAF. I'm gonna loosen all this stuff up, take all of this out, because I got a bigger MAF housing, 3.5 inch instead of 2.5 inch, to provide more air to the turbo. So I gotta take this out, take this whole thing out. Then I've got to remove the cross member, unbolt that and disconnect that so I can have room to pull the turbo. So, yeah, let's do it. All right, so I got the whole intake system out. All the turbo studs came out successfully from how I installed them last time. I used an anti-sealer on the bolt so it didn't harden and then snap itself on the way out. So now I have to go underneath the car, jack it up, loosen up the bolts in the downpipe. That'll give me wiggle room to pull this off the turbo, and that'll also give me some room once I pull this off the turbo to sneak in the back there. I don't know if you can see it, but right down there, that's the oil return. So I have to unbolt that to release the oil return valve, and then I'll release this right up top here, let some excess coolant out, and we'll go from there. Gotta jack the car up now though. Well, we did a lot of work here. As you can see, I removed the cross member. It's now up top. I undid the coolant line right there, the main coolant line. I have it pointing down, draining into the buckets. Down below, coolant on the turbo is all done. Oil valve, oil lines disconnected. All I have to do is loosen up these 3 bolts to the manifold and take out that little black line going down there. This one right here. I have to reach way the heck down there and just pull the oil return line out, and this turbo can come out. At that point, we're gonna be taking off the wastegate actuator and the arm with the cotter spring. PRL included a new cotter spring, but we're gonna be reusing the factory wastegate actuator and the arm itself to control the gate. So we'll see what else I have to add on to there. I know they came with their own bypass valve. So I'm assuming we'll just have to transfer a couple of the coolant lines on, and we'll put it in there and start putting things back together. All right, as you can see, I don't have much to work with in my garage, but as you can see here, PRL versus factory. There's a lot of stuff on the factory turbo here. So PRL is literally having us reutilize pretty much everything for the rails, the coolant lines, the whole 9 yards. They supply us with new studs. They supply us with gaskets right here to put into the coolant lines and whatnot. They give us new bolts. They give us brand new gaskets for the turbo. They give us other gaskets for the piping, and it looks like new bolts to go into the manifold. So this is a little oil blow by, it looks like. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get to taking off the wastegate actuator, the gate arm, and the whole 9 yards, and we're gonna get this PRL turbo set up.
This is not a tactic to
everything swapped over. Absolutely everything. So factory turbo's fully bare. All right, fully bare, just like PRL's was when I found it. I think the most difficult part out of that whole entire thing was studding these. As you can see, we have PRL inside, factory inside, much smaller. Okay, and then even on the other side here, back to back. All right, we have this beauty right here, and we have the factory one right here. You can see the big difference. So we're gonna slap it up on the car, can reconnect everything, put some coolant back in, and flash the car and start it up and see what happens. All right, guys. So a little recap. We're flashing the map right now for P600 turbo. All right. Everything is in the car and installed. The video kind of got all disrupted because of the stupid weather that we weren't supposed to get. So as you can see, everything's all back together. P600's right here, and I have the coolant that I just refilled. After we reflash it, we'll see if it sucks in some more coolant, if I have to add more or not. But we're just waiting on the map to load now before I put anything or everything all the way. Yeah, so moment of truth, we're finished. Let's go check it out. See if I have to add any more coolant or not. Bubbling down, or if we're good. So far we're good. I'm just checking for leaks, making sure I don't see any coolant coming out. We're gonna have a little bit of smoke from the coolant that dripped onto the engine when I was draining it. So far, so good. Okay, let's check underneath. Make sure we don't get any leakies going on here. No oil coming out. There's that wind. Oh, look, my socket. I don't see any oil from the drain. So that's looking good. All of our seals are looking good. Give it a little gas.